Shot in the Dark Mysteries presents Party Planning Saviors, your guide to planning the most unforgettable party experience ever. And now your host, the president and head writer of Shot in the Dark Mysteries, Lee Clements.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Party Planning Saviors. I'm Lee Clements from Shot in the Dark Mysteries, and thanks for joining us again. Our first podcast went really well and we had some great feedback. Thanks to Evangeline, Thomas, and Phyllis for listening and getting in touch with us. It's always great to get feedback and advice from you. You can send an email to us here at mysterymaiden@shotinthedarkmysteries.com and join our Facebook page at facebook.com/shotinthedarkmysteries. And now, Party Planning Saviors Episode 2 with me, Lee Clements, and our host, Stu Andrews.
Well, here we are back in the saddle again. Myself, the Mystery Maiden, are here. And last week, we talked about Shot in the Dark Mysteries, what your company is, what a mystery game is. This week, we're going to talk about what types of games are available, correct?
That's right. A lot of people, when they first host a mystery party, they don't really know. It can be overwhelming looking at all these different types of games out there, because depending on the company that you go through, there's different types of mystery games, different formats, and when you see them all laid out and you're browsing around trying to find the right game for your party, it can be really overwhelming. Okay,
what are the two big mystery game types on the market? Who are the two biggest kids on the block?
Okay, well, the two big ones are murder and non-murder. Murder mystery games are pretty self-explanatory. There's a death that occurs. It's either hypothetical or, depending on the type of game, it can be acted out. Or if your guests are really into that, you can have them acted out anyways. So typically, with a murder mystery, someone dies and someone at that party is the culprit. Typically with murder games, they have adult themes. Obviously, murder is an adult theme. They can sometimes include other adult themes like adultery or drugs. So most of the murder mysteries do have adult themes involved. You can also get clean murder mystery games where they kind of avoid those topics. If you have a more conservative group that's playing in maybe like a church group, we do a lot of church group mysteries, and you want to stay away from the adultery and still have a murder. There are clean versions out there, but they do typically involve adult themes, murder being the big one.
So there are non-murder types of games. Are they puzzles? Are they adventure-themed games? They're still mysteries, but what kind of games are they?
Yeah, they can be puzzles. They usually involve a theft. So usually something goes missing and we got to figure out who had the motive, means, and opportunity to commit the theft instead of who had the motive, means, and opportunity to commit the murder. Other non-murder mystery type games are things like puzzles. We have one out that's a family-friendly one that is a haunting, and there's a series of codes and puzzles that need to be broken to put together the mystery and why it all happened.
Now, it sounds like the non-murder games would be really appealing for kids, for birthday parties, more family-friendly games.
Yes. The non-murder typically flows into what we call kids and family-friendly games. Kids games are designed for kids specifically, and actually are designed to be run by kids as well, so that you don't necessarily have to have an adult facilitator. They're easy to put on, so kids can actually run them themselves. Family-friendly games are just a little bit different. The family-friendly games will incorporate the entire family. So, for example, Teachers from Another Planet. There's students, and then there's teachers, and the teachers are played by adults, and the students are played by kids, and it's up to the kids to figure out which one of the adults or who out of the adults are alien teachers. So family-friendly games kind of bring in an entire family, different age groups, and have them each in different roles, versus a kids game where everyone that's participating, all the experts or the suspects, are kids.
So if the kids can run their own game, it really is a party then, because the parents can arrive, let the kids organize stuff, do all the work, and they can sit back and enjoy an adult beverage.
That's very true, or two, if they want.
Okay, so when we come to the site, how do we determine which is a clean game and which is the murder-themed, more adult game?
Okay, well, the best way to determine that, whether you're dealing with a Shot in the Dark Mysteries game or any other provider of mystery games, is to just contact them and say, hey, do these include these themes? Is it considered a clean game? And again, clean games usually stay away from adultery and drugs. Those are the two big ones. So you can usually just contact them. We're easy to get via live chat or email or phone, just to ask, hey, what's a clean game? Is this game I have my eye on a clean game? Is it going to offend people? And usually we're always more than willing to help our hosts pick a perfect party for the type of group that they have. Most other companies are the same. They're usually more than willing to help you out and find you a clean mystery. We'd rather that than have people be offended.
Good stuff. So next time we're talking formats of the games and basically how a game functions, right?
Yeah, next time we're going to talk about the different formats that you'll find when you're picking murder mystery games or family-friendly mystery games.
Excellent. And you've got a tip for everyone planning a bash this weekend, and not just a tip for a mystery-themed event.
Party tips in general, whether you're holding a murder mystery party or just a party in general. My number one suggestion is that you want your guests to feel as at home as possible. So the best ways to do that are, first of all, when they come in the door, you want to greet them at the door, take their jackets right away, instruct them where to put their shoes, because everyone's a little weird sometimes about that. What do I do with my shoes? What do I do with my jacket? Take that right away. Take their jacket, tell them where to put their shoes, and greet them at the door with a drink. A cocktail, or, especially if you know the person well and you know what they drink, greet them at the door with their drink. And then they can just drop their jacket, take their shoes off, and have their drink, and off they go. It also takes away when you're a guest, having to ask, what do I do with my jacket? Can I please have a drink? Things like that. And you'd be surprised how many hosts forget that it can be awkward for a guest to have to come out and ask for a drink. So if you meet them at the door, it's going to make them feel very welcome and very at home.
Also, if you've got booze for your guests as soon as they walk in, they won't notice the fact that you maybe forgot to sweep the floor.
That's right. If you missed that spot dusting that table, yeah, they're not going to notice it. The other thing I find a lot, partway into the party, often hosts will realize that maybe they don't have enough space in their main area. And when you don't have enough space, you find kind of these little factions of guests going off into different areas and stuff. You want enough space in your main entertaining area so that everyone can mingle around and feel comfortable, maybe have a seat. So if you need to be moving any furniture, think about it ahead of time. Either push them up against the wall or, employ some muscular guys to help you lift couches and things like that into other rooms just for the sake of your party.
I imagine those guys would probably also appreciate being greeted at the door with a drink.
You always want to greet the muscle in your group at the door with a drink, definitely.
Looking forward to it. I'll be back here next week. You'll be here, Mystery Maiden, as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Stu.
Learn more about Shot in the Dark Mysteries via their website, shotinthedarkmysteries.com. Party Planning Saviors was produced by Blastdoor Productions. You can connect with us via email, stu@blastdoorproductions.com.